I'm Edita Adamcikova. I am the ESG Director for Viridor Energy. Viridor Energy is a business that owns and operates the largest fleet of energy from waste facilities in the UK. We safely process non-recyclable waste through incineration, creating power and heat for local communities and businesses. We, as a business, are on a mission to decarbonise through two main actions. First one is to ensuring as effective recycling as possible, to remove the fossil-based items from the non-recyclable waste to make sure that they don't enter the incineration in the first place. And secondly, through deployment of carbon capture. Carbon capture is a technology that has been deemed necessary for reaching net zero by Climate Change Committee and Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change. So it is something that we feel is absolutely necessary to deploy to decarbonise our communities and UK as a whole. It was actually the opportunity deployment of carbon capture on the energy from waste facilities has to offer. Firstly, quite a few of those facilities are located very close to the decarbonisation clusters. Proximity is key for successful deployment, and in the case of energy from waste facilities, the location very often is ideal. Secondly, it's the fact that energy from waste are backed by long-term waste contracts, which means that we are able to offer a consistent supply of CO2 baseload and therefore a stability for the decarbonisation clusters. And thirdly, if we treat 100% of the flue gas, we are able to generate negative emissions and use those negative emissions to decarbonise hard-to-abate sectors and help the UK government to reach net zero, hopefully even quicker and more effective. So all those opportunities are both hugely necessary, as you say, but also they are incredibly exciting, and it's really exciting to be working at the industry which is growing so rapidly and has such a major impact on the society as a whole. So in my opinion, the next 10 years will be hugely about delivering the first project. And CCSA plays a fundamental role in facilitating fruitful discussions between the key stakeholders and mainly the government. We all are working really hard on something that frankly hasn't been done before at this scale. And we need to prove the concept. We need to prove that we can take the project from the groundworks all the way to successful commissioning and successful operation. This is not only absolutely fundamental for establishing the CCUS sector as a whole, but it's also super key to keep hope. So the key challenge for the deployment of the technology is going to be keeping momentum. It's relatively easy to start something. It's much harder to bring it to a successful end finish, which in this case is commissioning and operation. There will be hurdles, there will be setbacks. We are all blueprinting here on a large scale. Projects of this size and complexity require not only expertise, but also enthusiastic stubbornness. CCSA focus should be mainly on keeping the momentum with the government and on the engagement, despite the challenging landscape we have, but also on helping the members to keep the enthusiastic drive and therefore supporting the successful rollout of the technology.